Hello, virtual learners. I'm back with a little bit more of Lulu and the Brontosaurus. Yesterday, we were introduced to our main character, Lulu, and we found out that she is a pain, a big pain. Do you remember what the author said? And we also found out that there is one thing that she wants for her birthday. What is it? And her parents barely ever tell her no. But about this, they've said, a Brontosaurus, definitely no. Yesterday, I asked you to make a prediction about what would happen if Lulu heard no about something. The only way to check a prediction is to keep reading. Shall we keep going and see? Here we go. Chapter 3. No? Her mom and her dad were telling Lulu no? Lulu wasn't used to hearing no, and she really hated hearing no. To show how much she hated it, she screeched and screeched and screeched till all the light bulbs in the living room burst. I want a Brontosaurus for my birthday! She said in between screeches. I want a Brontosaurus for a pet! Well, maybe we could get you a nice pet rabbit, said her mom. Or even, said her dad, a nice pet rat. No! Screeched Lulu. I want a Brontosaurus for a pet! Then she threw herself down on the floor and kicked her heels and waved her arms and screeched some more. Have you ever seen someone throw a fit like this before? Now, I have to say, it's pretty normal for toddlers to throw this kind of fit. Toddlers don't have the words that you guys have. If something is going wrong for them, they don't know how to say, this makes me upset, I'm sad. And so sometimes they throw these big kind of fits. But then toddlers learn to use their words to express themselves, and they don't have to lay on the ground and scream anymore. But Lulu, she's definitely not a toddler. She is throwing this giant fit instead of using her words. Or also instead of hearing no from her parents and just being okay with it. Lulu, she's got a lot to learn. Chapter 4. 4 days, 8 days, 10 days, 12 days passed. Lulu kept saying, I want a Brontosaurus! Her mom and dad just kept on saying no. Lulu kept screeching and throwing herself on the floor and kicking her heels and waving her arms. Lulu's mom and her dad kept saying no. Until finally, on the 13th day, the day before Lulu's birthday, right after lunch, Lulu said to her mom and dad, Okay then, foo on you. She had terrible manners. If you aren't going to get me a Brontosaurus, I'm going out and getting one for myself. Lulu packed a small suitcase, said goodbye to her mom and her dad, and walked out the door. And they let her go. Partly because they thought she'd change her mind and come running back home in about 2 minutes, and partly because it was nice to not have her screeching and kicking and waving and being a pain. Let's have a cup of tea and a couple of cookies, Lulu's mom said to her dad. Excellent idea, her dad replied. So they went into the kitchen and started munching on some cookies and sipping tea. And pretty soon, they'd forgotten all about Lulu. Okay, Lulu has decided that she is going to go get herself a Brontosaurus. She's packed a bag and she's left. What do you predict will happen next? I can't wait for you to see. Tune in next time.